Basically, owning the Democrats means catching the virus. Worried about Fat Ass 45? Well, I'm not. But if for some reason you are, his inbred welfare collecting trailer park supporters want to reassure you that Fat Ass 45 won't have to recover from COVID, tweeted Representative Dumbass Gates of Florida, fucking drunken alcoholic. COVID would have to recover from Fat Ass 45. Ivanka, the ever loyal daughter wife, called him a warrior, which he's not. Faux News contributor Greg Gutless said that Fat Ass only got sick because he was brave, which he's not. If he was brave, he would have served in the draft. He would have served in the Vietnam War instead of dodging the draft. He didn't want America to hide from the virus. He was going to do the same thing. He was going to walk out there on that battlefield with you. Gutfield insisted, no, he wasn't. By battlefield, Gutfield presumably means Klan rallies in the Rose Garden or the Tulsa Klan rally that killed Herman Cain. Fat Ass 45 isn't exactly a modern Charlemagne, but appearances must be kept. Enemies must be killed. The squatter is not a man, and he's going to punch the virus to death, which he isn't. Fat Ass 45's virility is terrible to contemplate. Unfortunately, it's also very important to him and his followers. The act of owning the Democrats assumes that someone is capable of doing the owning, and that they've got the will and the upper body strength to put someone back in their place. The Fat Ass's core inbred welfare collecting trailer park supporters are mostly white men who see him as a champion, which he's not. Wealthy enough to deserve veneration, and powerful enough to fend off feminists and Black Lives Matter activists. Fat Ass 45's crude masculinity has always been key to his appeal. It tracks with his fixation on the racehorse theory of good genes, which he's not because he's fucking ugly, and for his nepotistic tendencies. Fat Ass 45 believes that he is that racehorse and the sire of a line of super children. The simple truth is that you cannot be a weak authoritarian. It's right there in the name strongman. But Fat Ass 45's overconfidence may yet undo him, and others too. He disdains mask wearing as a display of weakness, a reason to needle Joe Biden and to berate aides who took precautions around him. Once he finally got sick, he left himself only one way to react. What's a squatter with a rough sense of masculinity and a potentially deadly disease to do? Pretend that everything's normal, of course. Fat Ass 45 announced that he was leaving Walter Reed Hospital at 6:30 on Monday night, and is living proof that Americans should not be afraid of COVID. Tell it to the 210,000 fucking people that are dead now, Fat Ass. Considering his previous need for supplemental oxygen, steroids, remdesivir, and experimental antibody therapy, Fat Ass 45's claim that he beat the virus is difficult to accept because he didn't. It's easier, perhaps, to believe that he is secretly a shape-shifting alien whose COVID-19 diagnosis is all part of a ruse to take over the Earth, as some magazine called Vice reported on Monday. News site thing. Fat Ass 45 cannot admit the truth because he never does, which is that he was and possibly still is seriously ill, that he repeatedly put in danger his security detail, his aides, and however many essential workers were unfortunate enough to enter his vicinity. Again, you cannot be America's big strong daddy when you don't even get the benevolent paternalism right. So the virus must remain a minor inconvenience, and Fat Ass 45 must stage his blank paper signings for the cameras, and everyone whose livelihood depends on him has to call him a warrior, which he's not. It's all very stupid and thus not very difficult to understand. The danger won't end just because Fat Ass 45 says it's over. So if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, Ramban Mike, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out, and thanks for listening.